this guy walks in and he goes, "Who's Mr. Throwback?" And I'm like, "Who's asking?" He pulls down his mask and he goes, "Spike Lee." And I go,
and we were both stunned, like, and as Knicks fans, you know, like, there's no bigger Knicks fan than Spike Lee.
This is Mike Spitz, AKA Mr. Throwback, and this is my hustle. I started Mr. Throwback in 2012, and I started selling snapback hats and starter jackets and sneakers and all this 90s nostalgia. So welcome to the shop. We actually make our own merch. We did our own stuff for the Final Four. This is one of our other amazing t-shirts with Jerry and George, with Bernie and Jeter. These are all our vintage tees. We do it in color order. Looks nice. NFL, baseball threads, and then down here we have vintage youth jerseys. Then we make our own hats. We call these shark tooths, and they're blank, and then you can customize them with any teams. Jacket section, track jackets, windbreakers, all up top, and then below is all our heavyweights, starter pullovers with the pouches, full zips with hoods. And our number one selling item is our champion basketball jerseys from the 90s. On our shelf here, again, we have more snapbacks. These are all original. This one's a Super Bowl hat from 1992, still with the tags. Pretty cool find. Up here, we showcase our favorite t-shirts that we just got recently in the space. In our store, we have an original Blockbuster gumball machine, which is pretty cool, but if you come in with a quarter and you get a specific color, it's a discount in the shop.
And what is that you're holding?
This is Patrick Ewing, the wrestling buddy. He's my favorite. This is Pat, my boy, Patrick Ewing. He's awesome. My buddy, wherever I go, he goes, my buddy. Like, this is my buddy. I love Patrick Ewing so much that my brother-in-law is a big Knicks fan. He changed my name on our family plan to Patrick Ewing. So when I call you on a landline, it comes up as Patrick Ewing. I started Mr. Throwback in 2012. But I started selling at the Hell's Kitchen flea market. Most of the time you see, you know, like random tires and, you know, tchotchkes and wood and carvings. But I set up and I started selling snapback hats and starter jackets and sneakers and all this 90s nostalgia. And I fell in love with it. After about 6 months there, I was like, where can I go elsewhere? And I found this store across the street. This lady walked out and was like, are you interested in this space? Tell me what you do. So I was like, I literally sell men's vintage clothes. She's like, we've been looking for someone just like you. And that was it. I was there 5 years across the street, but then we found this space and we've been here over 5 years and it's been awesome. This space is literally my childhood bedroom. When you walk in, you're like blown away. You're like, wow, this place is Throwback. Once you hear Throwback, you just know what you're getting.
One day I happened to walk down 9th Street and I looked to my right and I saw this store that was like complete sensory overload of everything I loved as a kid. And I walked in and I met Mike. I went from being his best customer at one point to his store manager. We get jerseys that people come in here and they're like, where the hell did you get this?
People come in to trade, but now there are vintage events that we go to in other states. I was just in one in Brooklyn, there was one in Philly. Other people are doing similar stuff. They don't have stores, so they go to these events, they set up, they thrift, they find it, they want a premium price, and then luckily, because I have a store, if I could buy it at X price and resell it for more, obviously that's the goal, but we do negotiate here. Mr. One is a form of respect, and I always wanted to be respected in the vintage world. And Throwback is just anything that's like jersey related, and that's what we sold in the beginning, just jerseys. So if you're a massive Ranger fan, we're gonna show you a sick outfit to go to the game with. We have the original 1994 Stanley Cup starter t-shirt right here. the OG, what they got on the ice, paired with the original hat starter also on ice hat with a beautiful original starter jacket to match.
You guys want to see a really dope Yankee fit from 1998? We got this 6 script satin jacket with the 98 patch on the back. You can pair it with this dope tee with the Twin Towers in the background.
Most people are asking for just specific stuff. We just want to show him exactly what we have in the store, just so they can get a sense of, oh, you know what? I only did come in for a jersey or a hat. I do want the jacket instead. I like the full set, and then what we do is we give them a better deal if they buy more stuff. Everything is a favorite piece because I've actually physically bought it. People do really relate here, and I just wanted it to feel authentic. I really wanted this space to be your childhood, something that brings you back, and I think a lot of people understand that and appreciate that. A gentleman walked in, his name was June. He's like, oh, I work for ESPN. He's like, you know what? I'd love to write a story about you. So literally on Monday, it dropped. So I'm freaking out. People are coming in from everywhere. And then this guy walks in and he goes, who's Mr. Throwback? And I'm like, who's asking? He pulls down his mask and he goes, Spike Lee. And I go,
He goes, you good, man? And I was like, yeah, but I never thought I'd meet you. And he goes, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, man.
and he's like, I need something special to wear to the Georgetown UNC game at Madison Square Garden. I get one of my holy grail jackets, a chalk line. It's called a Fanimation jacket. It has Patrick Ewing dunking, skyscrapers everywhere. It's the sickest jacket. I wasn't gonna sell it, but you gotta sell it to Spike Lee. He has to have this jacket. And I think he wore it to the game, which was amazing.
Where I would hope the business goes at some point is possibly to a bigger store, maybe a second store. The possibilities are endless at the end of the day. Hopefully in the future we can expand the business even more. I mean, I feel like it's expanding as of now.
What's next for Mr. T? 5 years, I'd like to open a bigger space. I'd love to do more collaborations, more Mr. Throwback merch, and I'd like to buy a house close by. Thanks for watching my episode. To see more stories like mine, keep watching wherever you stream.